What's up, guys? I built this little thing last night and I've been thinking about it. Now I think I'm going to raise this end up. I want to move all these rocks and maybe put them up there for now. I want to raise this pallet to where when it comes off of this, it comes up a little. Raise this up to that, to where you come up onto this bridge and then taper back down or something. Either that, it's my other option was I'm thinking teeter-totter in this, taking this back off over here and actually turning that bridge into a teeter-totter bridge. So I just need some advice from you guys. What should I do? Raise it up, leave it like it is, or turn it into a teeter-totter? I mean, it's 10 foot long, so I can mount something there, raise it even at more of an angle to where it lands right where it's landing right now, and come up and then bloomp, whatever, you know, or squeak, bloomp, whatever noise it makes. So anyway, but for now I got to finish doing a little work on the house. Pulled a muscle in my hand yesterday. It's carpal tunnel going on, stuff like that. Of course, by the time y'all see this video, it'll be a couple days ago. Well, all right, it's hot outside, so I'm in here for a little bit where it's cool. I had to go back and finish working on my obstacle course project in a little bit. Now the trx4 here, I put this tactic servo in for a friend a long time ago, but it's just an old tactic servo. It's not bad, it's always done its job, but it makes a little noise. But it's still nothing wrong with it. But I do got this 25 kg out of a red cat, one of these hexfly, whatever they are. They're pretty stout, so I'm just gonna put this one in there and see how it does. Then I'm putting this one back in the RC 4-wheel drive with the Traxxas ESC. We're gonna see how it does. I might actually even sell or trade the Gravedigger RC 4-wheel drive chassis. It's in great shape, but I'm wanting one of them Kyosho muscle cars, street car. The Dodge Challenger or Charger is what I want, but I'd take a Chevelle or any of them. They're only like $239 new. So anyway, let me put this in. Well, all right, guys, we got her all back in. Like I said before, this servo's kind of slow, but it's got plenty of torque. It's not bad though. A lot better than the Tactic. And I got the Hobbywing 1080 set back to the 6-volt setting. Let me do a little research real fast, because if this servo is capable of the 7 point whatever pour, if it's capable, I'm gonna go ahead and bump it up with the little thing you change it on. Let me do some looking real fast. Well, all right, before I go looking and figuring that out, I'm just going to run it on 6 volts first run and give it a good test anyway. I'll do my research, and if it says that can run on the 7.4, we'll just test it again on that. So, it's not a big deal. Alright guys, I changed my mind. I did a little research, and one of my favorite YouTube channels, RC Reviewer with Francis, he has a test on some servos, mostly stock ones. He's got a machine he hooks them to, and it tests them for torque. It's got all the readout on there. Well, all the servos he was doing were at 6 volts, except for this one. He had the 25 kg servo here, this same one. He had it on 7.4 volts on his machine. So I was just gonna go ahead and bump it up. Now a minute ago, I had a servo horn strip out on it before I could even do a test on the, but it was just a cheap servo horn. I put a nice one on there now, so. But on 6 volts, it's not a fast servo, but they're torquey as can be. But it's not slow either. But that's 6 volts. So, let me go ahead and plug this in and swap it over. Alright. You want to go to number 14 for the steering, BEC, whatever you call it, I don't even know. Now, number 1 is 6 volts, number 2 is 7.4. So it's just that easy. Hit OK. Now you're set. All you gotta do is, I usually turn it off and then unplug. I've unplugged it right here the first time, just in case I decide I want to change my settings, so I don't have to lift his leg to get to that other end. But anyway, let's see. Turn it back on. See if we can see a difference in it. Oh yeah. Don't know if it even needs that, but why not if you can do it, right? I mean, we're gonna take it out and we're gonna run it. If it burns up, burns up. If it gets hot, we'll switch it back down to 6 volts. But if I don't have any issues out of it, then I'm just gonna run it. Now I do got a junk drawer with one in it over here that somebody gave me, and I took the motor out of it. The motor was actually fine, but man, anytime I get this thing out, let me see if we find it. Anytime I pull this out, it smells like I just burned an amplifier to a car, because the electronics in this one burned up. I don't know how many volts they were running, if they were trying to do 7.4 or what, but the motor was fine. I pulled the motor out and it would still kind of work, but I ended up taking the parts off that motor and fixing a KMS winch. Sorry, still got some junk here, but anyway, let's go see what this servo does in here. It's a pretty good servo. So, well, all right, guys, we're gonna give her a quick little test on the course. I got a few areas where the rocks, you know, give the steering a challenge, but it's gonna be a quick little run because it's 102 degrees today. So let's kick her into low gear and get a move on. As you can see, I haven't changed the new obstacle, where I'm gonna maybe turn it into a teeter-totter or raise it on the other end or something. I'm not sure yet, but when you got 102 degrees out, there ain't a lot you're gonna do. I really don't like being out here right now. I kind of regret it after I walked outside. Man, this 1080 ESC is so controlled on that downhill compared to what I got used to with that Traxxas ESC. You know, oops, that was a dangerous spot. What did I do there? Let me back this up. That was just bad driving there. Here we go. I was trying to get around this little log and make it look cool on my tire. I just got it all hung up on everything. I just wanted to drive over it, that's all. Alright. That's all I wanted. I mean, it's almost like a censored motor for a brush setup. That's crazy. And also, guys, I'm trading my TF2 to a friend for a Traxxas drag car. I've had a DR10 before. It was alright, but the Traxxas one he's got, it's a lot faster. I think it's got a 3.0 motor in it. See, I still got control on the downhill. I love that. Alright, well, I kind of rearranged over here a little bit, I think, because I took some logs away. Now I'm really rearranging. That steering is doing just fine. If I can get it up on top of here. There we go. All the little ones I took out of here to build that bridge the other day. So it's kind of reconfigured now, I guess. Oop, that was just bad. Can I save it? Yeah, I can save it. This end's a little wide too. Oh well, we'll get it up there. There we go. Man, it's hot out here. Wow. Now these couple of little obstacles here is where I really put my steering into a bind usually. This set of rocks and the next one. Better lock them in. coming up right here, usually it really fights with me. I ain't having no issues with this servo so far. I don't think I've ever ran this servo on 7.4 volts. I've had it in vehicles where I could, I just never have. Man, look at that downward control with that ESC. I love it. Look at there, she dances now. No. I'm only on the 2S battery still. We're not on the 3S or nothing. They're saying a book on 3S. Haha. I don't know how I managed to get it over there. I really don't even think I need that 7.4 volts with this servo, but it's doing just fine. We're gonna leave it. It ain't burning yet, so. Now in that video that Francis does on RC Reviewer, he does say that they got a 35 kg servo also, hexfly, and it's really good, he said, for like 35 bucks. Come on, don't do it. I got to change a few things here still, but I'll get it eventually. There we go. I was about to kick it, but it made it. The bumper's catching. The reason this bumper catches is because it's got that little hitch that drops down under it. Snags everything. Oops, I done went off the board almost. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that downward control is what the stock ESC really lacks. On this one, when you touch the gas, you go that speed. If you want to give it a little more, you can go a little more. A little more, you can go a little more. It's up to you how fast you go downhill. Well, guys, I think it's about all we're going to get done today because it is hot out. We're going to pack it up and head her in, I think. Old Team Wolf hang in there pretty good, I guess. He's all right. So, my opinion on the hexfly 25 kg stock Red Cat Gen 8 V2 servo, it's pretty good. And especially when you can put in the Hobby Wing 1080 and bump it up on the voltage like that. I haven't took it on a long run. I'm going to try to do some trail runs back here at the cliffs or down the river or something soon. It's just so dang hot. I need to go somewhere where you can swim and do it. So anyway, I'm happy with it on the extra voltage. It does really good in this truck. The Tactic servo actually did good in this truck. So this truck just has good steering in it altogether usually. So anyway, I'll give it a thumbs up. Until next time, guys. Peace.